And wasn't that such a chill song? I needed that song just now, I'm not even gonna lie, because this week has been so crazy. And I want to welcome you to Sisterhood of the Warrior Queens. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but there is a word missing from our title. I decided to take the woke part out of Sisterhood of the Warrior Queens, and now we're just SWQ. So please welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Please let me know in the chat if you hear me. I'm working in a new location and have a mobile hotspot that may or may not make me robot-y. So if all is well, please put a 1 in the chat. Let me know that you guys can hear, can see. I would say can smell, but we don't have that old Tatarian technology where we can send smells across miles. I'm not saying that was a thing, but I am saying that probably could have happened. So anyway, today we have to thank for this awesome music selection my sister from another sister, Miss Shelby Young Love. Come on in. Hello.
Hey,
Welcome.
I'm so excited.
I'm glad
and
to
nervous
have you.
slightly.
Girl, you and me, so we can be nervous together and we can just balance it out and it will be all good.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Last time I saw you was at Flatlandic. Oh my gosh. How amazing was that?
It was awesome being on the beach with a bunch of like-minded people, and it was a great time.
It was just so chill. Like the vibe, I cannot say enough how much I love the vibe around the group of people. And I've only been around you guys twice for real because I went to Flattoberfest the first time and then Flatlantic, but it's a completely other wavelength. It's undescribable.
Yeah, I've never been around people with such good energy ever in my life, and that's just like it shows you like we are on a different frequency than a lot of other people. I mean, you can stand in a grocery store and just feel surrounded by a bunch of empty shells, zombies. Then we all get together, and it's just the most incredible energy you've ever felt.
Yes, I'm with you. And after being around, like you said, the shells, the empty shells, the NPCs, it just makes the contrast even that starker in my mind. It's like I can't, after being around people who are like me and make me feel less crazy, I look at you and I'm like, I feel so sorry for you now.
Yeah.
You don't have this awesome people around me, but you've been in the community for a while. So tell me, how long you've been in the community.
Believe it or not, it's only been about 2 years, coming up on 3 years for me.
Okay.
I actually found out about Flat Earth right when COVID hit, basically.
COVID.
Or the giant psyop that hit. Yep.
Thank you.
My work shut down, and I went home, and I'm like, I was already like, I don't know, diet woke or whatever that term is, but and then I just, for some reason, Flat Earth popped up, and and that's it. It only took a few videos because it's just obvious. It's beyond obvious.
It's beyond obvious, right? Especially after you sit down and you know that the government is corrupt. I mean, everybody knows that, right? But it's to the extent of
right. Flat Earth puts a lot of things into perspective.
My thoughts exactly. So what was it about COVID that didn't sit with you the most? Nope. And I lost her. Oh gosh, I hope it's not my spotty little thing. Oh, is it you back?
Yep, we're back. Yep.
You can okay, great. You can hear me. Oh
yeah.
Good. I was like, that's probably me.
Well, one big thing obviously is just the constant propaganda push on the television, the black screen, and just the way people acted, and it's just like you could tell they're under like hypnosis, and how things just changed from one day to another. Like there were no masks, and then all of a sudden, boom! Like everything changed. And I'm like, something's not right here. And then I was watching a lot of Karen B and Brian Staveley, and they were really like every day they were streaming pretty much during the start of this, and that was in like March. So coming up on 3 years that I had that revealed to me letter.
Wow, that's awesome. So it was Brian and Karen B that brought you to Flat Earth, Hilly?
Well, actually, they really helped out with like the COVID psyop.
Just the COVID psyop, okay.
Yeah, and then I was really watching more of ODD's stuff.
Yes, ODD for really me too.
Great, yeah, really great information.
He really does, and the way his videos are awesome. I love him, and Hippo Productions. Those two, when they put their heads together, and Hippo Productions, his pandemic videos are awesome. They have so much information. He connects the dots. Have you seen the newest one that he brought out?
No, I haven't, unfortunately.
Yes, it's on Robin, because he can't put none of his stuff on YouTube. So
right.
He's a Rockfin. Y'all, in case y'all don't know, you need to go to Rockfin. Hopefully one day I can be on there. But my goal, Shelby, and you might be able to help me out with this today. My goal is to get taken down. I need strikes. Like if I'm not on somebody's list, that means we're not talking about it enough. Right?
Right, so, right.
We need to make sure we're speaking out. I know that Austin had to take his other stream down with because they didn't like it on
oh, of course, yep. And that just proves more and more that they just want to hide the truth like they've always done. They've hidden so much from us, and they can't stop what's happening though right now, because I feel like there's a spiritual awakening happening whether they like it or not. So they can't stop that.
Yes. I mean, they told everyone to stay home. What do they expect them to do when they put like internet at their fingers, right?
Right. Right. And I think, a lot of people are just tired of it, and they're starting to speak out, like the ones who are, kind of just waiting to see what happens. They're starting to speak out about it now. And
yes, I agree.
It's been 3 years of this mess. It's ridiculous. I don't understand, But people are addicted to it, and they love it. They love it now. They actually.
People are addicted to it, and they love it. People are addicted to it, and they love it. They can't get enough of it because they're used to being afraid. When you're indoctrinated to be afraid, and you're indoctrinated to be self-dependent, codependent on that fear. I need someone to protect me. I need someone to be looking out for me because, there's some invisible thing out there to be afraid of. And I mean, we haven't even talked about germ theory yet, which is just another thing I feel like which they use to put us down and keep us caged in. There are so many things. When our slave drivers, they knew exactly what they were doing. Sorry, y'all, my computer. I'm in a new spot trying to figure out how to balance and do things. I'm not showing y'all my new spot. It is not put together whatsoever, but since we've got a little minute here, we got to figure out about the Wi-Fi. I hope everyone can still hear me. Let me give a shout out because I have so many people here. Thanks for being here. Oh, I think she's back. Hey girl, I'm just gonna do a shout out real quick to everyone that's here. I've got Dean F. Hey Dean, thanks for being here. Juan, good to see you. And Marika, my girl. Hello. Miss Michelle, always good to have you. And let's see, Three Fingers, what up, bro? Sue Finelli, I need to email you, and I need you to get back to me, Sue. You can run, Sue, but you can't hide. I got my eye on you. All right. THC, what up, bro? Appreciate you being here. Big bro, free flow, my big bro.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Mays, guess what, Miss Mays? Next week is you and me, sis. It's you and me next
Oh,
week.
no way. I can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to even meet her. Like, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Who else is here? I think that's everyone. Oh, the singles bookstore, Kevin. I'm super excited for your channel to launch next month. Kevin, Pepper, of course, Pepper Mandy. Much love, sis. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you and everybody over at Enclosed Cosmology. You guys are so supportive. I think that's everyone in the chat right now. Thanks everyone for being here. It has been this Sundays are like the days that I look forward to because it just means I have an excuse to talk to you guys.
Oh yeah, so many good streams happen on Sundays, and
No, they do. But before you cut off, you were talking about that they were afraid. We were talking about fear. I remember because we were talking about COVID, and they're dependent on it. That's what I was saying. I was saying that they're so scared and dependent on being told what to do. That's really what it is. We're always handed the information that we're supposed to know, and we're told this is all it is and memorize it and get over it, right? We haven't actually been taught how to seek information or how to comprehend or to learn actually. Do you agree?
oh, absolutely, yeah. It's been that way since for everyone since birth. They stick us in school and tell us how it is, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and you can't think outside of any box because this is what it is, and nobody questions anything. We're not taught how to question things, and people just go along to get along a lot of the times, and it's like before you know it, they don't know they're gonna realize they're in a trap, and it's hard. It's hard to see, especially when it comes to your family and stuff.
Do you have a lot of that you have to deal with?
Not so much, but just hearing that they, got the vaccine and stuff really hurts.
Yeah, I know. I personally, like in my family, my immediate family, only one person has gotten the vaccine. She's gotten both doses. My mom and my other sister have not, but like one of my other aunts has, and cousins and stuff. But it's still, I feel bad for them. It's like, you guys, what. You're not even getting any
Especially
information.
right, and especially when you try to tell them, and I always make sure to tell them, like, I love you, and I'm telling you this because I love you, and it's all out of love, and you really do. I mean, what else could it be? We love them, and this is why we're telling them these things, and it's just really unfortunate, but I feel like it's just the way things are supposed to happen, and um, yeah, I feel like it's
Yeah.
biblical, no doubt. I mean, that's just how I feel.
Yeah, biblical. So you are one of those who came back to the creator, or flat earth made you believe that there is a creator?
Oh, we absolutely. I already knew there was a creator, but I was so like religiously programmed, and it just really made me realize that everything has been hidden from us. Our true nature, our creator's true nature, and it's just and it makes you lean on the creator more. Like before, I was like, you always hear, "Oh, the devil's real," and this and that, but when it's something like flat Earth hits you in the face, it's like, wow, the devil is freaking real, because this lie is so deep and so deceptive. It had to have come from some type of option. So
Right. Oh gosh. Hey, 420 somewhere, says Dean. 420 somewhere. Let me plug in my computer before I have. I know this might be a little bit off subject, but I have a neighbor who I'm going to bring on to the stream because she got the vaccine and regrets it. Like, regrets it so hard.
Wow.
And I feel like we need to have more people tell their story, because the reactions, the effects, those things are not being told to us, right? More things that are just being kept from us and not told
Absolutely.
from us. And she, I know this is, we were talking about the creator, but she came back to the creator as well, and I can't wait to introduce her to you guys, because I think she would be a great addition to the community. She's not flat earth, she doesn't know that yet, but she will.
Oh yeah, at least you would hope so, right?
Right, I mean, because it's not that far. Like, once you know how much deception is in our just everyday reality, I mean, it's
It's
not
not
that.
too it's not that far-fetched to think
No,
that, the earth is flat at all. All it takes is a little
no.
bit of looking into and, some discernment and truly ask, I asked the creator, I'm like, I don't wanna be deceived here. And, yeah, I felt like in my soul, like I got this feeling in my soul, like, you know, the earth is
Yeah.
definitely flat. We don't live on a ball, and it's even with like scientific proofs and just all of that, and even scripturally, there's so much evidence pointing to it.
So much evidence. It's not even funny. Oh my gosh. When I watched my first Flat Earth video, it just felt so right to me. It was mind blowing because it meant that I could trust my senses, because none of us feel like we're moving. None of us feel like we're flying anywhere. I'm pretty sure the people at the bottom of the globe don't feel like they're upside down right now, because they're
Absolutely.
not.
Because they're not, exactly. I mean, could you picture, I mean, we did picture it. It's literally a picture, an image, but of the oceans curving around a perfect circular sphere. Like, it's
Oh my
ridiculous. Looking
gosh.
back at it, it's ridiculous. But I feel so blessed to be able to see through that now, and because it reveals a lot of things. Like I said, if they lie about that, they'll lie about everything.
They'll lie about
Everything.
everything. And they do lie about everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh. It is not so. All right, let me change subjects a little bit. So flat earth, what are your other, because that's one red pill in my brain, and there are so many other red pills, so many other rabbit trails. What are some of your other ones that you're interested in, that you like to follow and research? What else are you into?
A big one for me, they're kind of tied right now just because I would say definitely the Mandela effect and Tartaria stuff,
Mandela
mudblood stuff.
Tartarian. Okay,
That's
okay.
very interesting. I could talk about either one first. Which one would you want?
Let's talk about ME first. So Mandela effect. So
Okay.
try to explain it a little bit for our people who don't know what it is.
Okay. Well, I'll do my best, but
I
Mandela
can help
effect is
you.
basically just certain things we remember have changed from movies, TV shows, books, um, just just a lot of things in our past, and trying to figure out like what is causing that and why it's happening is pretty big. But
Mhm.
it's very interesting. There's so much. There's so many um, effects or however you wanna put it.
Yeah,
Um,
there are.
it's undeniable at this point.
What are some of the ones that stick out to you the most?
Definitely some of the Bible ones. The Lion
Mhm.
and the Lamb, where two or more are gathered for sure. Because I remember hearing that so much. Like I don't know if you know who Jesus Freak Computer Geek is.
No.
He's really cool. He's really cool. I used to watch him a lot in Photo Helix, and
Okay, okay,
they talk about scripture a lot,
okay.
and I remember hearing that constantly, and now it's just not the same anymore. It's just how do you explain that? It's supernatural.
It really is. And like people, like I was asking another one of my friends, talked about it, like you remember what that one evangelist's name was? And I remember Olstein with an L. That's what
Absolutely.
it was. And now you're telling me there is no L all of a sudden, and I just misremembered. But how can all of us be misremembering? Like, I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying, and that proves it's happening right there. Is people can't a lot of people just can't misremember, these things. We all have the same memory. It's just something you can't make up. There's no making this up. There's
No.
no coincidences at all.
No, I agree. There's just too much. What about the Publishing Clearinghouse? Publishers Clearinghouse?
Publishers Clearinghouse. See, that one's not a huge one for me, just because I wasn't really around in that time.
Girl, I was.
There's so much proof, though. There's so much proof to that.
I remember my mom when I was little being like, we got to sign up. We got to sign up to get the big check and get the balloons. And it was Publishers Clearinghouse. And people came, were so excited when they opened their door and they had this big check, right? And then Brian was telling me it never happened. And I was like, what do you mean it doesn't? It never happened. You mean to tell me it just didn't exist? Like nobody got money? Like, what is this?
Right. And speaking of, that's another big one for me, is the dollar sign. How it has the two lines. Yeah, how it used to have the two lines through it. Now it's only one line.
It's only one line? It totally did have two.
Absolutely. Look on your keyboard. Keyboard.
Oh my gosh, it totally does have one. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that, but I remember it having two. I write it with two still.
Oh, absolutely. Me too. Yep. Me too.
I didn't even know. Man, Shelby, why you do that to me?
I'm sorry, it's not my fault. I didn't even know till Brian pointed it out to me when I was really binging a lot of his streams. Yeah.
So I haven't watched too many of his Emmy streams, but something that he was talking about, it was mentioned that CERN was involved, but that there was a lot of Emmy stuff around Tom Cruise. Can you fill me in about any of that? No.
No, I don't really remember.
No, okay,
any
no
of
worries.
that, no.
I was like, that's something I got to go back and listen to, because I'm like, how is he the most Emmy affected? Because he hit the switch or something, and I was like, oh, I need to go back. But there's so many streams, right? You don't remember which one you got to go back to.
Yes, it's awesome though, because it's just a constant information, and you're filling your mind with new information, and yeah, it's great.
Yes, no, I agree. Okay, so that's ME, and the other one that you said you were super into was Mud Floods and Tartaria, which is a super fascinating topic.
Yes, it's huge. It's a huge topic. It's there's so much going on right now between, the Manila and Tartaria stuff. It's crazy. But the evidence is everywhere, just like the evidence is everywhere for everything else. Flat Earth, everything. And yeah, it's crazy, because the biggest thing with that is just proves that our timeline is screwed with. And it's just really fascinating how we've been told how past civilizations or whatever have been like dumb, and they've had, like Monkey Man basically, and but that's not the case. They were more advanced, much more advanced.
They're so more advanced, right? And like thinking about it now, like, okay, I was taught history in school. I mean, I was homeschooled, but I still had the same curriculum. We still learned the same history, right? But looking at these pictures now and being like, okay, back in the horse and buggy era, they built this awesome thing that looks nothing like any of the buildings. Like, it's not even like the trend continued. This is a one-time thing, right? Like, stark contrast to everything now. It didn't continue. So if you built that, you would think that it would with the architecture today, right? I don't think it worked that way.
Right, you broke up just a little bit there at the end. I didn't hear what you said for about 5 seconds there.
I said, I don't think it worked that way, that we built that building and then to have none of the architecture following it to look at like it at all. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Right. Or even have the same technology, right, to build more buildings like that. Like, what happens to all of that, you know? If anything, it's just, and it makes you wonder, it's like, who built these buildings? Because the people are so, you know, at least the people that are walking around now and even in the pictures are so small. And it's just like they were dumped there or something, and they're just taking it over, basically. It's who built those buildings and for what, and there's so much mystery behind it. It's fascinating.
It is. It really is. And what is your take on the timeline in the mud? 'Cause at first I was like, so is this supposed to be like the flood? But I don't think it's the flood. Like I know the timeline is screwed, but to what extent do you feel?
I feel that way personally too. I don't think it was the flood, like the biblical flood, but
Right.
something definitely happened. They definitely keep a lot of stuff out of the Bible, and so not that everything, you know, is in the Bible, but it's just very interesting. If they were like they messed with the timeline, that just changes everything. Because God only knows where we
Exactly.
could be right now, you know. And then they messed with the month, and then they tell us, you know, the new year is in winter time, and it's just, yeah.
Mhm. Isn't that so true? And I really want to get into what our real timeline is because the Gregorian calendar, it added a month, right? Because, or it took away a month. Like, apparently, we're supposed to have 13 shorter months or something like that. And, like, it's not 2022. And there's a solar calendar and there's a lunar calendar because I mean, the Bible says that, you know, God put the sun, the moon, and the stars to help tell the passing of time, right? So
Exactly. Exactly. And it's all right there. And so it's just, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna my computer is about to die. It's on
okay.
like 50%. I don't want it to die completely. I hate to cut out really quick, but I need to go grab my
Yep, no worries. Go right ahead. I got you.
okay.
You
Thank you.
come back over
I
when
just
you
don't want it to die.
So, Vader, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. There's a couple more people who've shown up and are in the chat now. Daryl Davis, hello, sir. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Waters Above, I saw you sneaking in as well. Thanks for being here, sis. Vader Bear says that the mud floods were caused by the destruction of the Tower of Babel. That's interesting. That would bring the timeline forward a bit, and then also connected to biblical history. So you think the tower is gone? I mean, well, obviously the tower is gone because we don't have any super big structures that like would match that. A third of the tower was shallowed by the earth, or swallowed. I said shallowed. Swallowed by the earth. That makes sense. I saw a video of a guy who was demonstrating, you know, like an earthquake. And you know, if you set something on top, how it would sink it. If something was already buried, it would rise. So yeah, that makes sense to me.
Sorry about
Hey,
that. It would have sucked if it would have died.
no, yeah,
I knew I should have had
don't
it out
worry.
already. I don't know what.
You are good. You're all good. I was just saying what Vader Bear said that the mud floods were caused by the destruction of Babel, and that a third of the towers were swallowed by the earth. And I could definitely see that as a plausible explanation, keeping it biblical, but being a lot sooner than the original flood.
Right, absolutely. That makes a whole lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
Because
And then
I don't know. Sorry about that. I can't recall how, if it does describe how the Tower of Babel was destroyed in the Bible.
I don't think it does, because
No.
and when I read it, it focuses most on the languages, right? The changing
Right.
of the languages and scattering of the
Right.
people.
Right.
I need to get a straw. This is a big mug. It's full of water, guys. Stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking distilled water. That's what keeps you hydrated and unfiltered.
Yes, distilled water is great. I get jugs every time I go to the grocery store. That's what my cart is filled up with half of it is distilled water. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I got a water distiller, but I'm scared to use it here in this new space because I feel like it would take up a whole lot of power.
Yeah, we have a well where we're at, and we just need to put a filter on it and do a few things to it whenever summer comes. So.
But you have a well. That water is fresh from the earth, though, right? So that hasn't really been contaminated at all.
No, it is a bit heavy on the iron though. It's a bit
Okay.
hard on the iron, but I mean, other than that, it's so much nicer to shower in, and coming from the city water, it's just like as soon as you turn the tap water on, it smells like bleach. It's so horrible.
Oh gosh, I hate that when you know the difference, you can taste the difference. I don't even want to try now. Like, I don't even cook with like tap water. I still use all my distilled water, right?
I do too. That's why I buy so many jugs. It's ridiculous.
So
water,
many.
coffee, cooking.
Everything. I cannot wait, girl, until I can use just straight up rainwater when I can collect it. Like why it's illegal in most states is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Everything that is illegal, we need to look into. It's illegal to collect rainwater. It's illegal to collect sand off the beach. In some places, it's illegal to pick up dirt. I wanted to pick up dirt one time when I was in Sydney, Australia. I lived there for about 6 months in college. And some police officer saw me in the dirt with a spoon, putting it into a plastic bag. And the man said, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm from America and this is my last day or whatever. And I wanted to bring some soil back."
Wow.
And then I was like, "Oh, well, you can't do that."
Wow, that's insane. I didn't know you couldn't collect dirt. What the hell?
I mean, maybe that's just a thing because of the area that I was in. I don't know. But these are the things I'm telling you. If you talk about Bigfoot, you go to jail. If you talk about those people, those JEWSs, if you talk about them, the ones who claim to be Israelites, but they're not.
Right. No. They're Satanists, actually.
Actually Satanists, yes. And that was something that made me, as soon as my neighbor said this, I was like, "You have to come onto my show." She was like, Catholicism is basically just paganism. And I was like, you need to come on my show. We need to talk.
That's funny. It's interesting. I don't know, did you ask her why she took it, or have you not gone that far into it yet?
Yeah, no, she was pressured into it, guilted into it. All of her people,
okay.
You can't come around my children, or wouldn't you want to make sure to do the best that you could for your kid? You know how she's
Peer
a mother,
pressure,
so
yeah.
it's easy to guilt. Exactly, you use the kid as something, and bam, it's over. It's over.
Wow. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, it'd be cool to see her on the show, though. That's awesome. You have a neighbor. Uh, yeah, I love
Yes.
even having little conversations with people, and even like when you're out and about and stuff. And I always usually try to fill people out and stick something in there, like let them know COVID's fake and all that. And
Right.
especially
Right.
when I was on vacation and stuff, being stuck in an elevator with somebody, I always make sure to try to do my best to. If they interact with me, I'm gonna interact, and I'll
Yeah.
make sure to make a point.
Yeah. Yeah. Do it. Do it. That's all we can do. And I'm still trying my best to be vocal about it as well, because we have to. I'm one of those people who's always so worried about making people mad in confrontations, and I don't want to step on toes and all of that stuff. But it's getting to the point where I don't care. I was getting so passionate, like talking about it, and I want to connect it to everything, and I want to talk to everyone, and I want to scream it from the mountaintops, like y'all indoctrinated, y'all don't know what are you doing with your life? Y'all want to go to college, and college is bullshit. It's waste of money.
I know. Like, do what Witsit does, basically. Austin Witsit. I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't have enough nerve for all that, honestly.
It takes a lot of skin.
Yeah,
It
it takes a
really
lot of
does.
patience. Yep, really thick skin for sure.
It does. I don't feel like I'm as articulate as I would like to be with my explanations. Words are hard for me, and because I have to have the right words to express how I feel, it's like I pause a lot, and then I get flustered because I can't find a word. It's like, oh, the God is gone at this point, and I was just trying to say it,
I feel that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, in certain situations, see, I'll just shut down, and. And that's another thing too, is like anxiety has been a really big one for me. I used to struggle with it a lot, and I'm trying to, that's one of the things that I'm trying to work through, because we're not taught to do a lot of things. We're not taught to like control our emotions in school. Like, they don't teach you certain things that are necessary to function in the world, basically. And if there's something wrong with you emotionally, mentally, well, here's a pill, take it, it'll make you all better, basically. So
Oh my gosh. And that pill, what does it do? It actually suppresses your body's way of telling you what's wrong, or what your
right.
body's natural reaction to detoxing. See, we have been bred to believe that when our body detoxes, it's something wrong. Really, it's not. When your nose runs or when you have a headache, like there are certain things that you can do that are not taking a pill to suppress this reaction, but you can put a cold compress on the back of your neck because your neck is hot, so that means you need something cold on it. We need to learn how to speak the language of the human body. And I wish that our medical system is based on money. I mean, come on. Cancer could have been cured years and years and years and years ago. People have to
Oh
pay
yeah.
out the wazoo for chemo. I mean, what about diabetics? Right? I mean, their insulin every month, $600, $700, $800 so that they can live.
Right. It's just like the whole, it's just the things that they sell us and give us, that's what causes the illness, and that's what causes us to go to these doctors. And it's just like you said, it's all about money. It's all about the the almighty dollar, the love of money, basically.
The love of money. It really is. Our society is based off of money, and they don't even realize it. They don't even
Yeah,
realize it.
it takes you over. And people work so much and just to pay bills and feed their families, and when we could all just plant a few seeds outside in the soil, that's free. The sun is free, the soil is free, the seeds are free. It's
Right?
that simple.
The rain will be here,
The rain,
someday.
exactly. Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, utopia would really be, let's build our community. I feel like if every family had an acre or two and would learn to grow whatever they wanted, but then we still had community like garden or orchard or something where everybody pitched in, I mean, there would be no such thing as hunger, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, we would all know, first of all, how to plow the earth, how to feed ourselves.
Right. Like how it was supposed to be. Like, exactly. Like how it was meant to be. We've been taken so far away from what we were supposed to be naturally and spiritually, and but I feel like
Yes.
the tables are turning though. The tables are definitely turning. You could just like there's a certain energy you can feel.
Yes.
And how much they
Yes.
censor people is another really big one. It's like you can't keep
Mm-hmm.
censoring people because eventually people are going to get so tired to where like even the trucker thing in Canada. I don't know how your thoughts are and
Yes.
your feelings are about that, but
Let's talk about
um,
that because that is fascinating. I mean, all in other parts of the world, Kazakhstan, like they have overthrown the government, right? And we are just doing just this little bit. It should have a huge impact.
I yeah I feel like I don't know we should be doing more up with something that would just end all this shit, but that's not how it works. You know, we can't just stop it. But I think
No.
what we can do for ourselves is just get ourselves and our family set and do the best that we can. I mean, and it's just like really like a time just waiting. You know, it's like a waiting game at this point to see where society goes after this. Not that I want to be part of society at all, but
I know, right? Me either. God. So when talking about the truckers and stuff, when Austin, you watched Melodome this morning, which was awesome. He was showing how all the streets in Parliament in Canada were like blocked off pretty much. And so, okay, let me see. I'm gonna try to explain what's going on. Make and you correct me if I'm wrong. So at first, there were crates that were left on the coast of California. The government was not allowing trucks to be loaded. They were just sitting on the coast. Then some trucks could be loaded, some things were still moving. But now the truckers have decided to stand up and no longer drive anything, and to caravan to the parliament in Canada, to say that we're not going to move anything until you guys change these mandates because we are no longer going to uh, comply. Is that the general gist of things?
I believe so. Yes. What I know is they're at Parliament protesting, but I didn't know it had anything to do with like shipping containers on the coast or anything.
No.
Um,
Okay.
but
Okay.
that's
I mean, it might
interesting though. I
not.
mean, right, right. You never know. Honestly, you got to be really careful with these things, especially if it's coming off of the screen. You know, there's
Yes.
so much deception going on, and even within the truther community or in the conspiracy community or whatever, you really have to be careful because there is there's infiltration big time, and you with videos and all of that, and certain people, but it is
Yes.
very interesting though. I would hope that you know, with if it is something to do with the shipping containers, it's interesting though because the companies that produce all of these things that are probably in the shipping containers, they make so much money anyway that at the end of the day it'd be just hurting us rather than them. So it's very interesting, but it would be nice to uh, see them get something done.
Yes, it really would. I mean, if this actually makes a difference, especially Canada, right? Where Canada has had lockdowns, they can't go anywhere. We still have
Right.
lots of freedom here in America. And the other parts of the world have not been so lenient. and I'm talking to Angela. Oh, Angela Baby Carson. I was hoping she would be here today. Much love to you, Angie. Or Angela, sorry, I'm not sure if you like that nickname. I just pulled it out of my behind. Anyway, Angela, if you see this later, much love to you. I really, whatever you guys are doing up there is incredible. She said that so a lot of people are prepared to never shop again for a while, and I feel like we need to start getting to that point, because if we don't do it, nobody is going to. We are the people. We are the ones with the power. Why should we continue to comply when the 1% has never cared about us? And we know this. I mean, I feel like the sheep, they know that they're on their way to the slaughter, but they don't care because they're comfy. They're warm.
I was just gonna say that the reason why Canada's going off like that is probably because, like you said, there's more restrictions over there. People are really tired. But like here in America, there's not as much restrictions and things are more free. It's really people policing themselves,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it just depends. I mean, New York and over there in Massachusetts and Boston, I guess it's bad. You can't go in anywhere without a card, I guess. I'm not sure if, yeah, that's wild.
You can't go to Burger King unless you show your card. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I hope Canada sets an example for America, because it's coming. It's the future of people's children that really needs to be protected, and it's unfortunate. But like you said, that's a way to get at people. Let them know that they're doing to your children and your children's future and grandchildren's future. Hit them with that, and it might make them think a little bit. Who knows?
It might. Yeah, it might. Please. Oh, there she is, Angela Baby Carson. That's why Canada is doing what we are doing. We've had the vax pass here for about 4 months. No, I would be sick and tired of that stuff too. Jeez. How have people not feel like this is going? Okay, so I don't know how you feel about the whole Nazis thing, but like Germany and Hitler, like I'm starting to believe that Hitler might have been a good guy. But going back to the yellow stars, right? Okay, regardless of what happened, that people were wearing yellow stars, and that is still not a good thing. The fact that we have to identify a group within a group in order to keep them separated means we are not going to a good side, right?
No, and like you said, it's happening slowly though. Like you can't shake the sheep or else they're gonna freak out. You gotta go really slow, and I feel like history itself in many different forms, but it's the same type of idea. And the same type of agenda. So yeah, that's very interesting. It's wild just to sit back and think about, and just think about the future, and it's wild. Well, didn't you say you wanted to get taken down, right? Careful on the Hitler talk, he said. Let's talk more about Hitler.
What? Did Ariel just say Hitler was a good guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, the swastika is just the Big Dipper, right? In its seasons, which I found fascinating. I'm like, wow, like what's the significance behind that? I have yet to do more research on that, but yeah, that's things you can't make up. It happens, throughout the years and seasons, so it's just fascinating.
Yes. And wasn't there a big Mandela effect around the swastika as well?
Yeah, yep. At first it was now it's kind of like on its side, but at first it was just I don't know how you would say that. Upright, basically.
Yeah, no, like it was kind of cat-a-corner, and then in the original was like square on, but now it was kind of turned.
Yep. The swastika has been around for a while. Obviously, it's in the stars, for crying out loud, but even on like some of the older buildings and stuff, the decor or whatever on the side of buildings, it's always I always see that looking at Tartaria pictures and stuff.
Oh my
With
gosh,
what?
the Zataria pictures are so interesting, but like the structures and the sculptures are all so dark. Like there's lots of children, lots of naked little kids, little boys, and lots of double sex beings like everywhere.
It is fascinating, and it's and how they get them to look so, so perfect, to almost where they look like alive, like they were alive at some point, and then something happened, and they just turned to stone or something. It's
Right?
wild.
Like the detail in it is
It's
how
crazy.
you mean to tell me this man chiseled this face, chiseled these veins in this hand? Like, nah.
You're right.
I ain't that stupid.
Right. Do you imagine that shit just coming alive one day? Like, it starts moving all the gargoyles and stuff on the top of buildings, and that would be nuts.
Absolutely not. It'd be like one of those you've ever seen one of those guys paint themselves in all gold, right? Like those gold statues living
Yeah. Yes. It would just like that. That's funny.
Oh gosh. So we were talking about the swastika and it being in the stars. So let us going to the stars. Have you looked into anything into astronomy or astrology? Am I saying this correctly? Which one is the one where you talking about like the zodiac and stuff? That's astrology.
I believe so, yes.
Yes, because astronomy is the actual study of the stars.
The
I get them
actual study.
confused all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. No, I haven't actually, but what the information I've got from just seeing the streams and such is, uh, a lot of things like that happen in the stars tell and say what's gonna happen here on Earth, like in the future.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
It's very
Which is
fascinating, though.
interesting. Yeah, it is. And it's I still have a little bit of cog dis there because, anything that has to do with astronomy, astrology or divination or psychics or anything like that. That's all witchcraft, that's all bad, that's all demonic. And I feel like everything that is we have been turned off of had a correct use that was not, something that was demonic. I mean, today it has been used for lots of stuff. I mean, people use Ouija boards and stuff all the time. That's another thing, but still, like, I want to look into it. It's just hard for me because it's like, oh, the zodiac. I'm not supposed to worry about the zodiac. That means something bad. Like, I don't want to get into that, but I can't deny it anymore because the synchronicities, that's what I'm looking in. You can't, I mean, it's in the
That's what
stars.
counts. There's no right. It's something that the creator put there for us. It can't be, I don't think it could be evil, or I mean, maybe that goes into a whole nother thing. Just like the stars being beings and not actually just, things of light. Obviously, they're actual beings up there, and
Yes.
it's
Yes.
I feel you though on the whole astrology thing though with the zodiacs and stuff. But there are a lot of coincidences though in that. And
Mm-hmm.
like you said, it's kind of hard to just not look at it because, especially if like the elite and the opposition is using that against you as much as you can, and like
Exactly.
not really using it against you, but as far as the stars go, but you know, like I said earlier, things happen in the stars that they can see because they look up there all the time,
They
and
do.
that's why it costs so much for a decent camera to be able to look up at the sky.
Mm-hmm.
They
Oh
know exactly
gosh.
what's happening up there, so
It's all about keeping that information from us so that they can continue to use the correct information against us. It's just it, every time I think about it, it makes me speechless because it's on such a grand scale. How can it's hard to wrap your brain around a human being who is supposed to be just like you and me, who has so little humanity to them that they would look at me, someone who is human just like them, as cattle or as something less than you. And that's how they feel. Whoever you think is at the top, they feel like you and me are less than them, and that they have a right to, I don't even know what to us, but they feel like
Enslave
they,
you.
yeah,
Enslave you,
yeah,
basically.
they
Yeah,
really
it's
do.
been going on for so long, and you would think, man, you would think that certain stories would be passed down through generations, and it's like none of that exists anymore. People are so sucked into just the 9 to 5 and the rat race, basically, and they don't have time to
Mm.
think because they're so sucked in and they're so just hypnotized in their little fake reality.
Yes, they are hypnotized in their little fake reality, completely programmed. It's so asleep. It's the Matrix. It really is the Matrix. They are asleep in their minds, like in their subconscious. It's
Almost like they're even like spiritually dead, basically.
mhm.
That like that spark in them isn't lit because they don't have the creator in them, basically.
They don't have that connection with the creator.
Yeah,
And that is the most important connection of all. The most important, and the fact that we have been cut off from nature, I think, is a big reason that we have been cut off. Like, our connection to the creator has been cut off. We don't ground, we're not in the fresh air, we're in boxes, we wear rubber soles, we eat food like products. It's just
yeah,
completely cut off.
absolutely. And
Mind,
I feel like,
soul.
yeah, I don't think, I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface on things that we've been lied to about. There's so much, and it makes you realize that you should, you know, I don't know, depend. You could use the word depend on, but I guess you could say depend on the creator, because it makes you realize, like, we've been lied to about everything. Then what do we know that's true? And
Right.
to go to a source and ask for the truth, I think, is really the only way to get the honest, truth. You know,
Yes.
so
Yes, I agree. I completely agree. And I think one thing that we have to remember is that, and it's hard for me to even say this because I've been taught that there is one absolute truth and one absolute evil, and there's no gray area, no in between. I'm starting to come to the realization that for each human being there is a truth and there is a lie, an absolute truth and an absolute false, and they are the ones who they have to figure that out. They have to find that path for them, and it's not going to match everyone's. There will be a lot of commonalities, like in the truther community we have a lot of people who have interconnecting things that they agree on, but everyone cannot line up completely because everyone has a different way of interpreting it. And it doesn't mean that that's bad. It doesn't mean that we're talking to different gods. It doesn't mean, anything except I have a different way of interpreting it than you. I have something else, another piece of the puzzle to bring to the table than you. But we are all valid. We are all equal. We are all shining lights, just trying to get to this path to the creator. And to say that after being raised in like Southern Baptist denomination Christian, it's difficult. It's like, why am I saying this? I'm going against everything because it's just Jesus. Jesus is the only way. And I'm not saying that I don't believe that, but when you're you're raised to be dogmatic, there is no gray area. Does that make sense? Am I talking in circles?
absolutely, no, absolutely, because I feel the exact same way.
Nice.
I was pretty much really really dogmatic when I first started, right before I woke up, and I feel like there's a lot of things that have been added to and taken out of the Bible because of to try to hide our true nature and the Creator's true nature. So, yeah, I feel that. Sometimes I can find myself still, like you said, still in that. Like I'm going against, what the Bible says, but certain things just are very contradicting to what I feel like the Creator is. He's love, or he, she, whatever you want to say. He's
Right.
love, and some things like is just very contradicting in the text we've been given. So that's why you have to go directly to the source and ask yourself.
Right. See, and we can't really know. So that for me, that's why it was so important to get like an English Hebrew Bible, because I felt like that was going to be the least tampered with version of this book. Every other version is inserted. I mean, even just the littlest words, if you add it, it changes the meaning, right? Or if you don't translate it from Hebrew, like literally, and you add your own translation of what they meant. No, what does this word actually mean? And in the Bible that I finally got, which is awesome, if it doesn't translate into an English word, then they left it that way. So it's like, okay, this I can get behind. I feel like this story is more authentic to the actual history of what happened, because I think we should take it literally. I have not come across any research yet that has made me want to never pick up the Bible again. And I feel like a lot of well, not a lot, but some truthers, they feel like they've been so deceived, they don't want to have anything to do with the Bible or religion or anything whatsoever. For me, I haven't felt that pull yet, but I have known that it was so messed up that I need to unravel whatever it is. So that was my compromise, I guess. I went and I got the most authentic Bible that I could. So if I change my mind, I will let you guys know.
Right, that's really cool though. How it's because Hebrew, that's what they spoke, back when the Bible was written. So that's fascinating. Yeah, I would actually like a link to that or something. Where did you get that Bible from?
Yes, definitely. It's called the Hallelujah Bible. I will definitely give you a link. They're all
Yeah,
free,
awesome.
but if you buy one, you donate it, so it's like it's a good cause. I'll send you the link. I'll send it to
Okay,
you.
awesome. Yeah, that's cool
Yeah.
because there's a lot of inspiration in the Bible, and it's like you always anytime I open it, or just run across like a scripture online or something, it always seems to speak to you for that specific time that you're going through. So I feel like it is truly like a living word.
A
It
living
knows what you're
word.
going through, and yeah.
Yes, almost every time. I attend the virtual house church that Rob Skiba. Do you know Rob Skiba? Have you ever heard of him?
Yep.
He started that before he passed, and now it's being held on the Light of Nations channel that I'm still going to. And oh crap, why did I start this sentence? I lost my train of thought.
Don't
What
you
was I
that?
talking about, Shelby?
Because it was the Hebrew Bible, right? Right, the Hebrew
Yeah.
Bible, and then Rob Skiba.
Yeah, I was talking about the Light of Nations virtual house church, but why did I bring that up? Ah, oh, dang it. Oh, I know. So, talking about, okay, Juan Carlos, he has, his channel is Light of Nations, and he talks about how sometimes he'll just open up the Bible and he'll read whatever, wherever it opens it up to. He doesn't plan. And I had started to do that, and every single time I just open it up and wherever it lands, I just try to read. Something hits that I needed that day, whatever it's, or something is just interesting, and I don't pick it up that often. I need to do it more. I'm trying to be more diligent, but even so, if you're trying, I think that the creator, he honors that. He knows your heart. He sees what you're trying to do. He sees the path that you're on. He knows your potential. I think the creator of the universe is the only one who can love on potential. Women should not do that. Women should not love the potential in a man, because that potential might not show up. You're only human. God, he can love the potential in all of us because he can bring it out. You see what
Absolutely. Absolutely. Only you, yourself, and the creator can bring out your true potential.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
Oh, Pepper,
Yeah, I
thank
love
you
that.
so much, Mandy. Pepper Mandy, she dropped it in the link. She dropped the
Oh,
link in the
awesome.
chat.
Thank you.
I'm going to grab that. If I can, I do that here? No, I don't think I can. I think I have to go to yes. You're awesome, Mandy. Pepper. I love you. Oh, I lost you guys. There you go. I had too many tabs open. My nose is running, guys. This has been such a great thing.
Yeah, what's the weather like right now in South Carolina?
Oh, so last night was the lowest night. It was 25 degrees. 25, 24 degrees. Coldest night of the year. And let me see what it is right now. It's like 54. 54 degrees right now. And
Wow, yeah.
I probably negative what?
Yeah, actually, it's only, I think it's like 19, maybe 19, 20 degrees right now.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
against my religion, and I don't even believe
Yeah.
in religion.
Tell me about it, right? I know. Snow is ridiculous. But it's nice though because hold on, Mom, I can grab them. Just give me 1 second, Aria.
Oh gosh, so Shelby's got to go grab Quinn, and Law is in the house. What's up, Dr. Law? Hope everything is going good with your soccer practice, I believe. No, exactly, Angela. Everyone's personal journey is their own. Is that all? What do you mean, is that all? I'm sorry. I think, Dr. Law, you're amazing. Your cooking is amazing. You're such a vibrant human being. I'm so glad that you showed up. What else do you want from me? All right, let me see who else is still here. Can I see no, I can't. Michelle, of course, Michelle is still here. Angela, Dr. Law, Daryl Davis. What was Rob saying? Pepper's still here. Awesome, Austin. Thanks for stopping by. Juan, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you for showing some love. I was listening. Great show. Thank you. Much love, Dr. Law. I love being a part of the Kakalaki crew.
Yeah, that's awesome. Such great people. This whole community. So many genuine, loving, caring people, man.
It really is.
I don't know what I'd do without all these people right now, especially, with what's going on in the world. I'd lose my mind.
I know, right? And I feel like it came at just the right time. Like I got myself in just the right time, because I was going to be the further. Like, if I had waited any longer, I would have been going crazy by now. I would have been all alone, like just so depressed, so sad, because I have this truth that I couldn't share with people.
Yeah, and it breaks my heart because we share out of love. We tell these people, you know, out of love and because we care for them, and they just think we're freaking nuts. It's like, damn, you know, but all we can do is plant seeds, so.
Exactly. So what's the seed when you want to, bring someone to the truth? What's your path or seed of choice? Do you go COVID? Do you go government? Do you go flat earth?
It all depends on the situation and the person I'm talking to.
Mm.
But right now, if I would have to, I'd definitely say COVID because uh, it's, I guess you could say, a dire situation right now. I mean, people are getting this, you know, vaccine, this horrible, God only knows witch's brew injected into them, you know?
Ugh, right.
Uh, like I said, it depends on the situation. If they already know, like, COVID's ridiculous, then I'll hit them with a little bit of flat earth stuff or
Yeah.
government stuff.
Yeah, gotcha. That's what's up. I'm still trying. I feel like I'm all over the place still. I haven't found my flat smacking style or even my truth smacking style because people are like, gosh, this girl she's just so much. She's so passionate. She got okay, this is how I feel. Wait, Shelby, let me tell this story. I can't stop laughing. Okay, so I was in Walmart and I saw this old coworker that I had, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, hey Ben, what's up?" And Ben had a friend with him. I didn't really mind the friend. I was, talking to this old coworker, but apparently the friend thought that I was cute or whatever. So he messaged me and he like wanted to talk, but he said, he just mentioned like what he was doing or wanted to go to college or something. And me, of course, like can't have no chill. I'm just like, so sorry you feel that way about college. You've been indoctrinated, blah blah blah. Oh gosh, like I have zero chill. I just take it and I go every subject. So I feel like I need to learn how to not be so passionate about all the subjects.
Right, I feel that, especially because, when you try to talk to someone, you are passionate and you are, you love the truth and you want everyone to know it. So, I'm that way too. I can get out of hand, especially because, people and I could also say that I'm, a little bit impatient. So it depends on who I'm dealing with. Like my old coworker, I tried to, like, when COVID first hit, I told them, like, you guys really, there's nothing to be worried about. Nobody's dying in the streets, and, look around you and all this. And then I tried telling her about flat Earth, and then she's like, yeah, that's a joke or whatever. And I'm like, hold on, my dog is bothering me. Go on, go lay out, buddy. Go on.
We let the dog in.
Yeah, right. Although it's really cold out there, so he should be in, but
yeah.
She's a science lover. She loves science. She's in the cult of science, religion of science, basically. And it's just so hard to talk to people like that. And like I said, you can only talk to them once and then just leave it alone after that.
True.
They can't say at the end of the day, that no one told them so when it comes to, whatever happens when we die, I guess.
Right. Oh my gosh. And near-death experiences are so interesting to me. Have you ever looked into those?
I've heard just a few testimonies, yes. That's very interesting.
I feel that way too. And like we were saying earlier, everyone's experience is different, but when they come back, they are changed, right? They are completely changed. And they can't describe what they saw completely.
Right, but you know that you can feel it in your soul usually. And usually, yeah, some of them, especially like spiritual visions and such, those are really fascinating. It's like, how do you
I
explain
agree.
that stuff away? You just can't, you know?
You can't, right? You can't. Oh my gosh. What did Marika said she had two and they were both extremely. Oh, you had two visions, Marika? Is that what you had? Or you had a supernatural experience? I feel like all of us might have had one. Oh no, you had two near death experiences that were impactful to your life. Oh my
Wow.
goodness. See, I can't imagine. That's so scary. I never almost died, but I've been in an accident or two. I mean, it's scary. But I was okay. So what I was saying was, I think that we've all had like some type of supernatural, like experience in our lives that we might have explained away, or maybe not. That's something that is way more common than people like to discuss. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I feel like even the videos on YouTube, there really isn't a whole lot of them, but most of them are spiritual. They're tied to like a spiritual um, type of presence, and like you said, you change when you come out of something like that. I can only imagine, but if everything happens for a reason, and maybe these people were meant to have these to change, and that's the only explanation I would have for them. I've never had one, and
No.
it'd be very interesting though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had dreams or anything? Have you ever tried to like lucid dream or astral projecting or any of that?
No, honestly, nope. I don't really dream a whole lot.
No.
But when I used to, though, they were pretty vivid when I was younger. I
Yeah.
had a dream about a witch one time. It was the scariest dream I've ever had.
Oh
And
God.
yeah, and usually I can handle stuff, in my dreams, but that was one of the scariest dreams. The face of her and just her energy, and it was just terrifying. But
Oh, I'm sorry about that, sis.
yeah,
Oh God. That I don't feel like, I mean, I do dream, but I hardly ever remember. And one thing that they tell you is to write down your dreams right when you wake up, so that you start like building up your memory so you can remember and stuff like this. But there's so much that goes into trying to lucid dream. Like, you gotta be relaxed and you gotta like be
right.
focused and like
Not
talk about
happening over
meditating for
here.
5 minutes, right? Like, I can't sit still. I got so much squirrel.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Exactly. Like I barely get, a good night's sleep most of the time because my mind's just constantly moving. It takes so much to turn it
constantly,
off sometimes. Which I'm not complaining
constantly.
about it, but when it comes to going to sleep, it's like I'd like to get some sleep here.
Thank you, right? And I feel like I have to go to bed. Like, okay, I have 8 hours, but I'm not actually going to get 8 hours of sleep. Probably only going to get 6 hours, but I have to go to bed at like I can try 8 hours and say that at least I went to bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it is a
Exactly.
constant struggle to just be okay.
I hear that. I hear that. There's so much going on, and it's just to find that happiness, that medium, that peace in your mind is so difficult sometimes. But
Yes, it really is.
yeah, I know.
Being Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, no, you first.
Okay. And honestly, I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Damn it.
Neither one of us remembers now, so it's all good.
You're right.
No, what was I gonna say? I was reading the comments and someone had said something, I think. Angela says that she doesn't think any of us are getting any sleep these days. I mean, that's probably true because there's just so much going on. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. You were saying that there's a lot of I mean, there's so much going on for us to not get a lot of sleep. And I mean, for me, I'm in the market now for rent, right? And I see how that is difficult for people. Like there's like no places out there, like things are getting scarce. We've already talked about the truckers and the things on the shelves. We've already mentioned the vaccines and the COVIDs and stuff. I mean, the, already talked about the education system. Like how many things we have been bombarded from all sides. And that goes back to our generation, yours and mine. Because I'm a little bit older than you, but we're still, I think both of our generations have been affected by anxiety, because I mean that's what happened with social media. I mean, like with the cyber stuff, cyberbullying, I mean, the makeup and advertisements for girls, the sexuality. I mean, guys are girls now these days wearing makeup and stuff, and being birthing people. Like people don't know who we are, what we are. 78 different genders. I mean, there's so many there's so many things that are
Isn't
wrong.
it the clown world? It's we live in a clown
Clown
world.
world.
People are
Oh,
confused.
exactly.
They're genuinely confused. And that's right where the opposition wants them, because they're easy to fool that way. They're easy to fool if you're confused. You're easy to fool if you're fearful.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Brian, shut
Mm-hmm.
the fuck. So funny, but yeah. But like I said, man, it's so good to have a community that you can talk to and come back to at the end of the day, who knows exactly what you're going through, and because there is
Yes.
a lot going on, and it's just I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer, but I don't think it's going to get much better. Um we have to make it better for ourselves and our families and the ones we love, and then that's it. And I hate to say forget about the rest of the world, but at this point, I mean, what's it going to take for them to snap out of it?
It's so true. We can't take everyone. You know, the Noah's boat couldn't hold everyone, and it was super big. It was super fucking big. Right? You know?
Right?
I don't know if you heard, I had listened to Jim Staley, Pastor Jim Staley. He had given a word a couple weeks ago, and it talked about how the 10 have been separated from the 2. So like, Caleb and Joshua, they decided to go into the promised land because they weren't scared of the giants, but the rest of the disciples, or the 10 people, didn't go. So people we're being separated. The people who know the truth, who want to know the truth. And you said, you don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I think there's something different between being a Debbie Downer and being practical and being like, okay, I see this trend. This trend is not going to go away anytime soon. There are major pieces that need to happen and be moved, that it's have lots of little intricate pieces that need to happen before this major piece can move. So it's not a being a Debbie Downer to say that that's not going to happen anytime soon. I don't feel like, but it can feel kind of hopeless to say that it's not going to get better. But because there is hope, you know who the hope is, Shelby? You are the hope, because you are awake. I might be a little bit of a help because I might be awake to some stuff. I mean, people in the chat, they are awake. They know. So there is hope. And all we have to do is come together as a community, get as many little communities as we can that are outside of the system, and just try to survive until the end. Endure into the end. That's all we can do.
Yes, endure to the end and you shall be saved. Absolutely.
Yes, that is exactly
Uh,
how I feel.
yeah, for sure. And I feel like you said, the separation is happening. Um, it's insane just to see it, like witness it in real time. And then to read it in the scriptures it feels so surreal, but like I said, there's no coincidences in this world. So it's
No, there are
fascinating
not.
times.
Yes, they're very interesting times, and I'm okay to be alive now. I used to say that I was born in the wrong era, and I needed to be back in the day when things were simpler. But it takes strong-minded people to be alive now, and to be against the grain, go against the the current, the status quo. It takes the strong minded person, because
Absolutely, yeah.
that God this is real, right? I mean, I feel like we all remember the first couple of months waking up. It was dark and depressing and just, what is life, right?
Sorry, hold on 1 second here.
Very good. What did so I think this stream has been great. So y'all ignored my background. Apparently, I forgot to update it. And we are not woke. We are just the Sisterhood of the Warrior Queens. We talk about truth, free ladies, actively talking earth accurately rather than hypothetically. Okay. Every week we have a lovely lady come on, share her story. If she has a product, we boost her up. We give her props. This is just about bringing the community together, bringing faces together, other women specifically who are awake, so that we can make friends and make connections. I hope one day we could be trading products and things. I mean, I want us to really start this community for real, how as much as we can. So this stream today is the last stream in January. I have done this for 4 weeks already and had 4 amazing ladies come on, and I am so thank you so much, Shelby, for being on board. I appreciate it. I think the next little segment I need to do is having a roundtable discussion and having more ladies on at one point.
That's so awesome. I love that idea, because
Yay!
all the minds coming together, it's just, yeah, it'd be on fire. It'd be great.
Yes. So I think that's something that we're going to try to do maybe next month or the month before. I've got a couple openings for ladies who have not said that they were available. So that's something that I'd love to work on. You guys, please, I don't really know how do people get in contact with you when you're not streaming, right? It's like, I was gonna say, give me your ideas, but the chat's gonna be over after I end the live. Stream, right? So if you know who I am, if you see me on Facebook, if you know Shelby's great. You could tell her your idea too. If you have a specific subject that you think would be great for the Sisterhood of the Warrior Queens first roundtable discussion, I would love for your idea and opinion to get to me somehow or some way. So definitely don't hesitate to do that. I guess I need to get a Telegram or something. I mean, we have that Facebook group, the Sisterhood of Truth. So if you're in there, you can come. Oh, Miss Mays. Yep. All right, Miss Mays. She says she wants to do the roundtable discussion. I love it. Yes.
Awesome. Heck yeah. That's going to be great.
Oh, and Miss Wendy. Oh, yeah. I had never seen Wendy. I was so glad to see her today, MK Ultra. So lovely to meet your wife for the first time. And I would love to meet her and have her come on as well. All of my sisters who need to. Oh my gosh, Angela, I know. But guess what? If Shelby had wanted to not show her face this whole time, I would have been completely okay with that. So you don't have to show your face. You can show your voice. If you just want to, I will figure out a way for you just to chat. And the only chat that will pop up on the screen will be yours. I will do that. If I could figure out a way to do that, we will accommodate everyone over here at this channel. Oh gosh.
Yeah, there's no reason to be nervous. There's no reason to be nervous, Angela. We're all cool here, and Ariel's awesome. Your energy and your laughter is so infectious. It's awesome.
Oh, thanks. Shucks. Y'all don't have to say that. I'm already
well, it's true,
here.
Though. It's true.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the support. I've got 16 people. That's a lot of people who want to listen to us talk. I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we didn't have like an agenda or anything. And, I think that's the thing. We put so much stock on the screen, on streaming. It's like, because celebrities are on the screen, right? Which
Right.
it just, I don't know, there's something about it. So I understand the anxiety around it, but y'all do not have to put none of us up on a pedestal. We are all humans, and that is the reason why I created my channel. Because I met awesome Austin. I met him in person first. I met Shelby in person first, and Rob Cleveland and Christian at Flattoberfest. I didn't even know none of y'all. And
Yep.
then I found out that there was that y'all hung out every Sunday and chilled out in the chats, and I was like, vibe. We got this, right? So I made my channel because I realized that we're all just human, and we all have to tell our side of the story because we're the only ones who can tell our story. Right. And Shelby, I'm
Absolutely.
so excited for you because you said you want to create some content. Do you want to kind of tell us what kind of content you hope to make maybe soon?
Sure. I was going to try to make like a slideshow type of video about like the biblical cosmology. That's what woke me up to flat Earth. So I was going to make make a video with some scriptures in it, maybe some cool pictures, and just something simple. Nothing too stressful, but.
Yeah, I think that'd be so cool. I think that would be so cool. We definitely need more of that because there's so many other, everyone's doing something different. Everyone's doing something different, and no one's going to do what
Right.
you're going to do, Shelby. That's all.
Right.
So I'm so
Right.
excited. I'm so excited to see what you come up with. Sorry, I was reading the chat. It does feel like family. It's so family. I wish you had been there, Angela, so I could have met you at Flattober or Flatlantic or somewhere. I hope, has anyone heard anything about a meetup this year?
No, I am not a Caribbean meetup. No.
No,
Um,
no, me
Not
neither.
yet. Anyway.
I
Not yet.
hope
Anyway.
so.
I'm sure. I know. Right. I'm sure. If there is, it'll definitely be announced. But that would be awesome. I want to eventually. Not like this is gonna happen anytime soon. But I know there's a lot of people in Michigan. A lot of flat earthers in Michigan. So
Yes.
I'd love to set up a meetup here in Michigan, like during the summertime. That would be incredible. It's beautiful here in the summer, not during the winter. Oh God, no. But
No,
during
sorry,
the
sis. You have
summer,
to miss me with that one.
right? Absolutely.
Seriously, I'd be like, all right, you're gonna have to build me a portable sauna. I will walk around and then
Portable sauna, I love that. Heck yeah.
yeah. And hey, so I have a place where I'm living for the month of February, so I feel like I can come and make a trip to Myrtle Beach. So I feel like there's gonna be an impromptu meetup maybe in Myrtle Beach the week of February the 14th. I will be in Myrtle Beach again officially. I was truly stressed out the last couple of weeks because I didn't know where I was gonna live, so I couldn't say where I was gonna be right in 3 weeks. So
Right, that'll stress you out, no doubt.
yes, but Yahovah, he looks out. Let me go ahead and say I always have everything I need, even if it's not when I need it or when I think I need it or how much I think I need. I'm always taken care of and I am blessed. So I have nothing to say. The creator
Absolutely.
looks
I
out for
second
you.
that. I second that, absolutely.
Look at you. Look at that. I love it. I love it. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream because it's about that time. Let me shout out to the chat and don't you go anywhere. So once again, the amazing people. Well, hold on, let me go over here because I can actually see who's in the chat on YouTube. We've got our Three Fingers. Three Fingers, always glad to have you. And Angela, Baby Carson, Brian, and Stavely, okay. Grace us with his presence today. Thank you, Big Brian. Praise, much love, much love. Daryl Davis, hey, bud. And Dean F, good to see you. Flat hey, Flat Music. Let me make sure you get a wrench because you're here. Much love to all of my people. Everybody is cool. Who else is here? We have Law, Dr. Law, and Big Bro Free Flow. I wish I could say that faster. Big Bro Free Flow.
That's great.
And then we got Marika. Thank you. Much love. MK Ultra. Did I not give you a cord? A wrench. Let me give you one as well. You guys are just so welcoming and loving, and I appreciate you. I know a lot of you never knew me from Adam, but you're here, you support, and I really appreciate it a lot. We'll be back next week with Miss Maze. Oh my god, I'm so excited to meet her. She's
awesome.
She's a ball of fire. I love it. I'm so excited. And the week after that is to be determined. So just stay tuned, guys. Question mark. Yes. Oh my gosh, we'll see. This week, let's see, Tuesday I'm supposed to be reading. I see no reason why I shouldn't. So I think what we're gonna do for my little Ariel Reads Rainbow segment is gonna be Ariel Reads Rainbow's Russian Roulette, because I think I got bored of reading one book at a time. So I will just read whatever book I decide, and I'll try to catch y'all up if we put it down for a minute. So if y'all want to catch a new book on Tuesday, come on and show us. Or show up. I don't know what you would show us if I'm the one reading. Ariel, I hope you'll be with us on the 19th. Oh, yes, let me say this. So, Tommy That Flat Fellow will be at the flea market in Columbia on the 19th of February. So, if you guys aren't doing anything, this is going to be a big meetup. I would love to see everyone there. I definitely will try to be there. That is going to be a week. I will be in Myrtle Beach, but should be coming back. So, I mean, I feel like I can make it. We'll see. Let's anybody streaming tonight? I know Brian, you're probably streaming today. You want to drop your link in the chat? Who else is streaming today? I know at 9, Ceiling Fan Man is streaming, or 10, I think. Who else normally streams on Sundays? I think it was just Brian and Ceiling Fan Man are the ones that I need to promote after my show. Iron Realm Media is on Fridays.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
I think I saw earlier Three Fingers. Did you say that Jen was going to be live soon? So you guys go check her out too. Tommy did that flat Earth Kids show. Flat Earth Kids show. So go check that out. I need to figure out how to mirror. That would put a lot of new videos on my channel. Because I want to be able to spread, because they be taking channels down, right? And we need to have all the videos on other channels. So, okay, here's the information for the 19th. Metro Flea Market in West Columbia from 9 to 3 p.m., which is a Saturday. Yeah, and if Law is cooking, you guys don't want to miss it, because Law's food is the bomb.com. Oh my gosh, and I don't even like food anymore, but I will eat Law's food. And Boston Mudflood Ray Adventures at 8:30 PST. At 8:30 PST would be Pacific Standard is, oh gosh, that is all the way on the other side. That's 4 hours ahead. Listen, MK, I'm gonna need you to convert that to EST. All right.
Oh, yep, Eastern, yep.
Please convert that to this time frame, because I don't know. All right, Michelle, it was so good to have you. I might need to have you on next time as well. Yeah, just because you can't bake doesn't mean you can't cook, Law. Yeah, listen. You can cook.
As far as I'm considering, baking isn't cooking at all. It's two different things.
Two different things.
Two
Look,
totally
exactly.
different worlds.
Thank you. Dean, I don't know who Crumb is. Crumb will be on at 9. This is his third channel. Don't follow Crumb3. I don't know who that is, but if Dean says to go check him out, then
he's pretty cool.
Okay, he makes music. All right, bet. I'll check that out. Okay. At 5:30. Okay, so Mudflub Ray is already live, you guys. So, go check him out if you haven't already left my channel. All right, so tonight's ending song has also been provided to us by the lovely Miss YoungLove. And she has suggested another wonderful sister who I hope to have on one day. Can you guys make sure? Can you guys see? Okay, yes. Let me take off all the other stuff.
So great show. Thank you so much, Ariel.
Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate everyone in the chat for participating. Shelby, it's just always so good to talk to you. Like, seriously,
I know.
My sister.
It's so fun. I love it. I can't wait to see you again at one of these events. I can't wait to give you a big old hug and
I know.
Just hang out with such cool people. Hell yeah.
People. Well, the next event's gonna be lit. Wherever it is, whatever it happens, I'm already there. I'm so there.
Hell yeah.
Oh, MK says 11:30. Okay, all right, 11:30 is big difference than that. So sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was introducing Holistic Media. So if you guys are not subscribed to Holistic Media's channel, then I don't know what's wrong with you, but you need to get on the right plane. Oops, let me not put a slash next to it. Holistic Media has some awesome music. She has great videos, but the one that we're going to look at today is this one. Has been provided by Miss Shelby. So, Shelby, do you have anything you want to say to our lovely stream before we take off?
I just love everyone in chat very much. You guys are awesome, and Ariel, you're awesome. And Holistic Media is awesome. Such great energy, makes wonderful music, and thank you so much for having me on. And I can't wait to see Miss Mays and possibly the round table. And yeah, I'm excited. You're doing great stuff.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. I love you guys, and please enjoy this lovely mellow song as we take out. Keep flat.
microphone right now, because I want to make sure you hear me. I pledge allegiance to the funk of the universal unfolding, that I may be free to express myself to the fullest. Grant me that I may inherit from you an abundance of love, peace, joy, and happiness. It's time that we make change for the spirit of oneness. Don't you be one? Don't you want to be? Don't you want to be one with the spirit? I mean, that is the purpose of life. Didn't you know? Find your spirit. Connect yourself within. Then all the life problems will come to an end. The voices speak loud. No, you're not crazy. You're not losing your mind. That's right. It's called a spiritual witness, baby. Connect. Tight. Starlight, star bright. I wish tonight that all the people of the world would unite and take flight in your universal unfolding. Spread your wings. Spread your wings and fly. Fly away. Fly away in your universal unfolding. So take it easy, 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 real easy. Spread your make it mellow, make it mellow. Fly away, make it mellow, make it mellow. In your universal unfolding, make it mellow, make it mellow. In your universal unfolding. I pledge allegiance to the point of the universal unfolding, that I may be free to express myself to the fullest. Grant me that I may inherit from you an abundance of love, peace, joy, and happiness. It can only make it better.